Hi friends, Tiffany here. Welcome to my quilting life. Today I have two 25 patch blocks for you, both super fun, super cute. So you're going to have to stick around. The second one may have mostly half square triangles except for one piece, but stick around and watch. You might like it. So I'll see you at the end of this video. All right, for today's block, we're going to make this one. It is a 2-color churn dash style. So for the yellow, I'm going to use green with some floral on it, and we need 20 of those. And then for the brown section, I'm going to use a pink, and we need 17 of those. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the pink, because those do not need to be half square triangles. 4 and come on, 5. So 5 of those don't need to be half square triangles, but the rest do. And then for the yellow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them are going to get pulled out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So the rest of these are going to be half square triangles. So let's go over to the machine and make some half square triangles. All right, here we are at the machine. We're just going to take 2 pieces, put them right sides together. Now you can draw a line from corner to corner, I would suggest on your lighter fabric, or you can press it wrong sides together like this. Just give it a little smush and you'll have a diagonal line from corner to corner that you can follow. Or like me, you can use your diagonal seam tape. And I'm going to go ahead and use the seam tape. And I'm going to sew from corner to corner. That way when I open my block back up, I will have a 2.5-inch square, which is what I'm starting with. And I am doing this way instead of using an upper sized block. So that way I can have the trimmings for something else. So I'm just going to go ahead and put you in fast forward with some music while I sew all of these and trim all of these and press all of these. All right, here we are back at the mat where we can lay this out. This block should not be too confusing. All right, we're going to start out with, these are going to go like this. We're going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by making a 9 patch just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take all of these and we're going to go up like this, that, like that, this, that, and that, that, here, and there, and 3 more, this, that, like that. And then we're going to fill the rest of the spots in. This pink, there, and 2 more, right there, and right there. So there is the layout of the block. Obviously, it needs to be sewn. As you can see, they're kind of separated, but I didn't lay them out nice and tightly. Like this. There we go. That's a little bit better. So now we're just going to go ahead and take these first row and the second row, and we're going to place these right sides together, just like this. And I'm going to sew down the right side of all those. Once those are sewn, I'm going to open these up and start adding the third row, and then the fourth, and then the fifth. So let's go over to the machine and sew these together. Here we are at the machine. I have my 1/4 inch seam guide on, and I'm just going to line these up and sew a 1/4 inch seam. So I'm going to grab the next one, line it up, sew a 1/4 inch seam, and so on and so forth until the whole row is sewn. This will make a cute block all by itself in a quilt with a bunch of different colored blocks. So like red and orange for one block, yellow and green for another one, you know, blue and purple for another one. You get where I'm going there. All right, now I'm finger pressing these right, left, right, left, right, left, like this. And to the right. And we're going to take that first one and the third column. There's no half square triangles in this third column, so all we're doing is sewing just our squares all by them lonesomes onto each other. And I'm going to go ahead and put you in fast forward with some music and finish this whole piecing up. All right, so now that they are all hooked together and nothing is out of order, and if you push it together, you can see that they have not been turned or moved. We're going to take this bottom one right here, and we're going to put that right sides together, and we're going to sew down this seam. And then we're going to repeat the process by taking those two sewn ones and put them over the third column, and so on and so forth until all of them are sewn together. So I'm just nesting up my seams, and you can feel it with your finger if they're lining up just right. And everything's been finger pressed one way or another. So they should all lay nice. So I'm going to go ahead and open these up and finger press them temporarily. And then these two are going to go on top of here. And then when those are sewn, we'll turn the whole thing around and put these on there. So I'm just going to put the music back on and back and fast forward while I finish this. There we have it. Now, it is brighter than the picture, but again, this whole yellow thing, you know, I'm running out of yellow so fast. So there's the block. It looks just like the diagram. No matter which way you turn it, it's the same as the diagram. Like I said, this one would look really good all by itself, and every single block, two different colors. I think that would look really awesome in a whole entire quilt, or even on point. I like that too. Yes, it would be quite fun to play around. Again, all of these 25 patch blocks, you could do whatever you want with them. This is just the general idea of not only blocks, but 25 patch blocks. So they go together quickly. This one is, let's see, 10.5 and 10.5, just like I want it. All right, let's go on to the next block. All right, here's the next block. It is a 3-color block. Hopefully the block itself will look a little bit better than the picture. It's hard to tell the purple from the blue in the little coloring. So what we need is, for the blue, I'm going to use a maroon, and we need 20 of those. For the purple, I'm going to use a black and blue mix, and we need 24 of those. And then for the peachy pink, I'm going to use a peachy pink. And they may not look great right this second, but I'm trying to have a little bit more contrast than the little drawing. But I mean, if I hold the little drawing this way, it looks a little bit better. But I'm trying to have just a little bit more contrast. So let's get to putting this one together. So first we need to decide how many pieces are half square triangles. Well, actually, the whole entire thing is, except for one of those. The rest is, again, so this would be my purple. We're going to pull out 1, 2, 3, 4 of them to go with the 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So those are going to be half square triangles, as well as now both these stacks, all of them, because there is no solid pieces in here. It's almost like a Dutchman's puzzle with a friendship star in the middle. But Dutchman's puzzle usually is 2, 2, 2, and 2 of that. So let's do this. I'm going to just go ahead and put you in fast forward while I half square triangle these and those, same as I did with the first block. All right, so I don't know if you noticed while I was in fast forward, half I pressed towards what will be my purple, half of these I pressed towards what would be my blue, and then these I pressed towards the purple. So hopefully every single seam should be opposite of each other. So let's go ahead and lay this out. We're going to start with this in the center, and then we're going to create a star. Yeah, that looks weird at first. And there, just like that. And then we're going to go around it. So here's the ones that are pressed towards the blue. So I'm going to put here and then one, oops, towards my purple. That's my purple. That's my purple. So they're opposite, right? And right, yep. So one from each pile. So there's one from each pile again. I'm going to go 2, like this, and then I'm going to do it again with one of these. That. And then these ones now go this way. So one of each of these. We're going to go one of each of these again. One of each of these again. Purple, making the flying geese. These ones are going to go down. One of each again. And these ones are also going to face down. And one of each again for this side. They face over this way, that, and one of each again to face that way, like that. And then if that one is facing the purple, this one is facing the blue, so that one goes there. And if this one's facing the purple, this one should face towards this one right here. Like that. And then this last one towards purple. So there's the layout. So we should have 3 going up, 3 going over, 3 going down, and 3 going over, just like that. This one's a little bit confusing, so pay attention. We're going to take the first row, trying not to turn anything. First row, right sides together with the second row, just like this. I'm not going to turn anything. I'm just going to put them right sides together. And I'm going to take them over to the machine and sew down the right side. Then I'm going to open it up and attach the next row and so on and so forth. So let's go over to the machine and start sewing this. All right, so here's my first two pieces. They are right sides together. Just going to run them through. Then I'm going to grab my next two. They are right sides together. I didn't move or adjust anything. Then my next two, again, I did not move or adjust anything. This seam right here is nesting nicely. Then the next, again, I have some nesting seams going on right here. And the last one for this row, again, nesting the seams. Now I'm going to do like I always do. I'm just going to go right, left, right, left, right with my finger pressing. At this point, you could take it to the iron if you wanted to, but I find finger pressing does the same. And if you can't do it with your finger, grab yourself a nice little wooden tool, hold your block open and slide the tool along it. And then this one's going to go to the right. So you would just open the block up with your fingers. All right, so I'm going to go ahead now. Nothing looks out of order. I'm going to go ahead and attach the third row, and I'm going to also put you in fast forward with some tunes while I sew the rest of this whole block together. All right, and there we have it. So it looks better than the picture. There's some contrast, but it still set it back. Like that was the purpose of this block, was to kind of set them back at the same time as pulling them forward. So they kind of just sit on there, the flying geese units, I'm saying. Anyway, so there is the drawing and the picture. I mean, the drawing and the block. See, can't even talk. Yeah, I think the block looks better than the drawing. And again, this is one of those ones you can turn it however which way. It's still exactly the same as the diagram, no matter which way you turn it. Again, this one would look really fabulous if you did every single one of these a different color. You know, I think that would be cool. But keep the background the same throughout the whole thing and your stars the same, but change out all these colors with some scraps. Ooh, that would be so pretty. So there we have it. Let's review both blocks. All right, so there's both blocks. Here's the diagram in case you want to take a screenshot of both of those. Just like that. Or you can just take a screenshot of the block. You can see with today's blocks, I did take the leftovers from having the cuts from this and put it in here because I didn't want to have anything left over. So that way it was all used up. So now no more of that pink. And well, there would be more if I cut some more scraps, but I only cut up enough for what I needed. So there it is, both blocks done. They look absolutely beautiful. Actually, they would look super cool together in a quilt, which they will be soon when I get to it. So I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out the playlist, the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.